Hello everyone, Vulcan here. So this is a Tunnel Rat Fame bonus run being hosted by a website. I will get to them later and have a little talk about them. But Tunnel Rat Fame bonus is a bonus you get for running through all the different dungeons and leaving through the tunnel at the end that opens up once you've killed the boss. You don't have to attack anything, you don't have to kill anything, you don't have to shoot a single bullet, and you can still get it all counted towards the fame bonus just by leaving through the tunnel at the end. And so what these people do is they sell items, untiered weapons, all sorts of stuff like that, and potions and that sort of thing. And what they do is they sell those for real world money. And I don't support that. I've never used their website, and I don't plan on it. But if that's something you're willing to do, go for it. I don't know. It's your business. It's at your own risk if you decide to do it. Um, but yeah, they do all that, and then they run these for advertisement. And thanks to them for running it. But yeah, so I'll just be quiet about that before I ramble on any further. So they actually ran through, Pirate Cave, Snake Pit, Spider Den. I think I got those mixed up. Sprite World, all those dungeons up to this. The only one they didn't open was a trench. I'm not sure if they just forgot about it or what. But I didn't get to go through the trench. They even do a wine cellar at the very end to finish it all up, and so that was fun. Um, yeah, so this is the Tomb of the Ancients. I'd say this is easily the hardest dungeon, hardest content in the game. Even more so than the wine cellar. Now, I say this, running through it is a pain. You have to get through all this quicksand and enemies and turrets and traps and sarcophaguses. And then that's all just to get to the bosses. And the bosses, they act like basically like the holy trinity of MMOs. You have a healer, a DPS, and a tank. DPS stands for damage per second, by the way. Basically, what they do is they just do straight up damage. They have a tank that is trying to tank all the damage so that the DPS and the healers don't get attacked. And then obviously the healer is healing up everyone that takes damage. So I think it's Nut is the healer, Bess is DPS, and Jeb is the tank. I'm not sure. But those are the three names of the three bosses. And yeah, so you go through the dungeon, you run through all these enemies. There's traps that you saw previously, and right here actually. They throw up these Medusa bomb things up in the air, and straight up, and then there's a pressure plate or tile in the center of these traps. It will count up from 1, 2, 3, and then click. And once you see that click, that's when they turn off. So that's how you turn those off. You have to be very careful when doing so because you're forced to stand there, or you have very small amounts of room to actually wiggle around. But you have to stand there for those 4 seconds roughly, and you don't know what could be coming up at you. You don't know if there's like a turret on the other side of the room that's gonna like paralyze you. Turrets, by the way, what they do is you cannot destroy them, you cannot turn them off in any way, so you have to ignore them, basically. Try not to get hit by them and ignore them. Sometimes they can get put into really annoying positions. Like, I've had a paralyzed turret that was, like, right at the mouth of one of these hallways, so it was nearly impossible to hang out in the hallway like you almost have to do when you're trying to enter a new room like this because of the enemies. But, yeah, so watch out for those. And then, so you run through these, you kill all the enemies, you dodge the turrets, and you turn off the traps and such. You don't have to turn off the traps, but I do just because it's a safety thing for me. And you're doing all of this to get to the sarcophaguses, and there's 3 to 5 of them in a tomb. And sometimes there will be a treasure sarcophagus, but I'm not sure how they work. I've never found one. And what a treasure sarcophagus is they drop a stat potion if you get soulbound damage. And a regular sarcophagus will drop a tincture, or I think I've had actually up to about 3 tinctures from a single sarcophagus before. Um, So that's what they do, and you destroy the 3 to 5 sarcophagi to unlock basically the bosses. And because at the very start you see them, they're like frozen in sand or whatever, and yeah, so you destroy the sarcophaguses and unlock them, and then you fight them, and you're probably gonna get killed by them because they're evil and hard to fight and kill and stuff. So yeah, that's the tomb. I'll see if I can get a smaller tomb run, or run it with a small group, or there's no way I'm gonna be able to solo this. This is just like a crazy hard dungeon, and I'm not good enough to solo this at all. But I'll see if I can get a smaller group together to run one of these, so I can actually get decent recording of it, so you can actually see what all is going on. So yeah, there's that. Moving on, new videos, right? So Oryx is getting a whole new set of phases, and they're actually all going to be randomized. So you won't see the same patterns of attack that he does every single time anymore. It's going to be randomized. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, but it's going to be hard. So I have a love-hate thing going on with it right now. But that's in testing as of this video, and once it hits production is when I will do a recording of it. Because everything's up for change right now, so I don't want to promise you something that's not going to come out. I had issues with that before, with things changing from testing to production. So, yeah. So if you want to check it out for yourself, go to testing, and try and get Realm closed. Realm closed. So yeah, once new Oryx hits production, I'll get a video out of that. And then I also want to do a new learn to dodge thing well, I want to do one of the new Oryx, but not until he hits production. And then also, I'm probably going to do one of the UDL pretty soon, because I've only heard basically good things about the learn to dodge that I did before. I need to spruce it up a bit. Someone suggested doing like attack, the damage amounts that each boss will do, or each enemy, I guess. Because with the UDL, it's going to be all the enemies, how they attack, how to dodge them, and then as well as Septavius and his minions. But what I'm going to do is, instead of previously, I ran the dungeons and I told you how to get through them while I was running the whole thing. But with this, it would just be individual cases or individual rooms, I guess, with each of the different enemies, and it will be very concise and quick instead of the entire dungeon. So yeah, hopefully those will be a little bit easier, quicker to understand, quicker to get through, and help you run those dungeons quicker, I guess. Pretty soon you'll be farming pots like a pro. But yeah, that's that. That's the update for right now. I have been hopping guilds just because I can. I haven't found a home that I've been comfortable with. I have also been considering even, making my own guild, just because unfortunately with the old boys, a whole bunch of their guild split up, like a few days after I got the video out of their guild and how awesome it was. So I apologize to you guys. I didn't want to leave. It was very reluctant that I left. But I just felt like I should. I want something more stable, something more fun that I can actually get a group with. I'm in a guild right now, and they're pretty fun, I guess. I am enjoying it. But yeah, I still might make my own just to make things my way, I guess, so I can be happy. But yeah, that's that. That's an update. And I guess I'll see you guys out in the realm. Prepare for music that you probably won't like, because I had issues finding 40 minutes worth of music, 30 minutes. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Bye.
This is episode number 8 of the Going Quantum podcast. This week I've managed to get Ephixa to do a guest mix, including some brand new unheard tracks. But first, I'll start things off with some Electro.
You're listening to the Going Quantum podcast. Disco. You're listening to the Going Quantum podcast.
Ephixa guest mix. Exclusive.
Target acquired. No hard feelings. Uh-oh, error. Uh-oh, error. There you are. Sentry mode active. No hard feelings. Target acquired.